Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and this is our podcast number 81. Now as usual, it's time for us to hang out and catch up on what we've all been up to in the last week. I certainly have a few things I'd like to share with you, but the great thing is that I've got so many of your makes to showcase, and as always there'll be a little bit of life at the end. But before we get started, I'd like to take this opportunity to let you all know that here in Sydney, Australia, or I should say in all of Australia and in New Zealand, it is a national holiday because we stopped to commemorate our Anzacs who fought in the Anzac War 109 years ago. Now, I have to read a line out to you that always resonates with me, and it says, "They gave up their tomorrow so that we could have it today." And for that, I want to thank them and stop to remember them lest we forget. Now, we all have been touched by war somehow in our lives, and this is a moment to stop and think of all of those men and women, so very, very brave, who have stopped. And as we say, they gave up their tomorrow so that we could have a better today. So we want to thank them all, one and all. But today, as I said, is Anzac Day for us here, and we did take the time to stop. There were dawn services all around. There were children involved. For example, the captains from our school, our principal and the executive, they all went down to the local RSL. They laid a wreath and stood there. And it's just such an amazing feeling. I'm always very touched by it. Whether you're there in person or whether you watch it on TV, it's just exactly the same feeling. So once again, thank you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share that with you. So now we'll get on with today's podcast. Now, I have my clipboard and my marker because as usual, we have quite a few things to get through. But the first thing, as always, guys, is going to be Tile of the Week Thursday, but not for very much longer, it seems, because we're up to tile number 88 already. So, as always, our wonderful friend Josephine has sent in her tile, and I cannot wait to show you hers. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love your color combination this week, Josephine, and I'm sure that Josephine will agree that it was a lovely tile to work. Once again, we're working from the exact same book, and we're going to tell you the exact same story because it hasn't changed for 88 weeks. So our friend Sam over at Manford's Makes, now if you guys haven't visited her, I would be shocked. And if you haven't, please go and do so. She has a playlist on all the tiles and so much other amazing content. I can't speak. So Sam was gifted this book, 100 Crochet Tiles in Happy Mail, in the July of 2022, and she pledged to make each and every tile, and she has actually done so. So more power to you, Sam. You are amazing. Now, being our yarny friend, we decided to jump on board, not only to support her, but join in the fun. I jumped on at tile number 25. So I have quite a few tiles in my possession, which I'm hoping to put into a blanket at the end of this organic crochet along. So for all of my tiles, I use 7 different colors, and they're all my 8-ply Marvel 100% acrylic yarn. It is a DK weight yarn. This is my favorite color for those of you that may not know, and I've been using my 5mm hook for each and every tile. Now, they do vary in sizes. The majority up until last week have been squares, all different types of crochet, tapestry, mosaic, traditional granny squares and everything in between. But now we're working on shapes. So we're currently working on hexagons. I believe that's what this week's one is as well. Should have counted the sides. 1, 2, 3, yes, 6 sides. So it is a hexagon. So this is the second one. I think there's quite a few more to come, but we've gone back to more traditional style of tiles, which is awesome. It's given us a little bit of respite from the last few months, but it has been a fun journey, I have to tell you. So this week's tile was 8 rounds. It's called Iris, and this is what it looks like. Now, once again, oops, upside down, I'm trying to cover the pattern. There it is there, guys. I've tried to play a little bit with the light so that you wouldn't be able to see all the lights when I bring my iPad up later. So there might be a few shadows, so I apologise in advance for that. But back to the tile. So this is the iris tile. Now I'll show you what my tile looks like, and then I'll show you Josephine's tile. So you heard about my stats. Now we were meant to use 4 colours this round for this tile, and I think it looks pretty much the same. The only thing that I did wrong was that colour there should have been this colour here, but that's okay. I still think it has a beautiful effect. Now Josephine, she said that she used her Style Craft DK weight scraps that she's been using all along. Absolutely love your colours, Josephine. And she has been using, as usual, her 3.5mm Clover or More hook. And here they are side by side. Once again, oh wow, how fabulous. We both did the white on the edge. That is so cool. I think that these two would look awesome in a blanket together. So thank you so very, very much, Josephine, for sharing. And, you know, we're up to tile number 89. We're fast approaching 90s. I cannot believe it, guys. So you know what we need to do now, don't you? We need to get our marker and we need to say tile of the week, Thursday, number 88. Tick, done and dusted. I cannot believe that. What are we going to do with ourselves, Josephine, when this has finished? We're going to have to think of something else to do together, which of course everybody else will be very welcome to join in. But for now, let's put that aside because it's time to showcase all of your amazing makes. I will need my glasses for this, and we have quite a few awesome, gorgeous, stunning crochet pieces to look at. So let me get my iPad, but first of all let me get my glasses because I want to make sure that I read all the stats. So the very first one, oh my gosh, this is so adorable. This comes to us from our friend Vicky, and look at that, her cacti spell the word love. I absolutely love that. Love. And then she's made this adorable little unicorn. Sorry, the lights are still there, guys. Look at that sparkle in those curls and the feet. So pretty. I love the eyes on that one. So thank you so very, very much, Vicky, for sending in those 2 gorgeous makes. I really do appreciate it. And then we have our friend Corinne. Now, she's been very, very busy. Keep your eyes on the pot holders, and then we'll talk about the blanket in the back in a moment. So here we are here. I'll bring them up close for you. So Corinne said that she absolutely loved making the pot holders. And let me tell you, she's made so many gorgeous ones. So the Rudolph pattern is by Nana's Crafty Home, and it's Line Brand 24/7 cotton. And there's the little chicken in the back. And that's a Bag-O-Day pattern. And the cotton that Corinne used was peaches and cream. Now look at these ones, guys. Let me zoom in a bit. There we go. And I'll show you the blanket again later. So these ones here, so the top left is a Stargazer pattern by Pixie Creates. And, oh, sorry guys, there we go, Pixie Creates. And it's a Line Brand 24/7 cotton. The top right is a 4th of July. That's the name of the pattern. Excuse me. And Corinne used acrylic because she said she uses it under her cold salads in summer. The bottom left is round with a bobble edge. The pattern is by Kissa, Kissa Crochet. And Corinne used 2 strands held together, and it's Line Brand 14/7 cotton. Is that a typo, Corinne? I'm not sure. Or is it a real yarn? I should have looked it up. But either way, it's cotton. And the bottom right is a vintage style pattern by Jada in Stitches, and again Line Brand cotton. Excuse me, there's a little frog in my throat. Now let me enlarge this again so you can see the pot holders. There they are there. Now these are 4 farmhouse pot holders by the Turtle Trunk. Again, Line Brand cotton, 2 strands held together. These are gorgeous, these ones as well. So these ones, whoops, I can't open it up. Yes, I can. So have a look at those, right, guys? They're all fruits. So 3 of them, the watermelon, lemon, and blueberry, were all Summer Hot Pads by Surella. But Corinne was inspired, so she made an orange one as well, but she didn't have the right color green to make a lime. So she sees herself making that one in the future. That'll be so awesome. And then Corinne didn't stop there. She continued on her hot pad journey. Oh my gosh, these are adorable as well. They're absolutely gorgeous, actually. So then the top left is a rectangle, which is Corinne's own pattern. And she used I Love This yarn. The top right is a pattern by Ninja Bunny Crochet, and it's peaches and cream cotton. How's that, guys? There, that's better. The bottom left is Houndstooth pattern by Pixie Creates, and it's part of a Pot Holders Galore crochet along for 2023, and the Lion brand, and it's Lion brand cotton again. And then the bottom right is the Granny Square, which Corinne just made up that pattern, and she used just cotton from the dollar store. Absolutely love that. Now, Corinne refers to the blanket in the background, so let's see a few photos. Absolutely love this. So let's zoom into the blanket now. Can we do that? Now, Corinne read my mind because I was going to email her and ask her what this design is. So this is, and I did recognize it, but I just wanted to make sure I was right. And some of you may have made it as well. So this is the blanket called the Fair Isle Crochet Along for 2023 by Jada in Stitches. And there was also a little dog bone in one of the photos. So let me find, and here's another picture of the blanket up close for you. Absolutely gorgeous. And there is another little photo of a dog bone pillow, and it's by Sarah Satch. So let me have a look at that. Oh, here it is here. And there's the dog bone pillow. How adorable is that? So thank you so very, very much, Corinne, for sending those in. You certainly did fall in love with making pot holders. I absolutely love that. And then we've got our friend Susan. She sent in some of her own pot holders as well. Let me just make them a little bit bigger for you. There you go there. Aren't they beautiful? I love that colorway. So so these two are Susan's own design. And then there's the Bag O' Day ones, absolutely gorgeous. And they are designed by Crystal over at Bag O' Day. And then there's a small, this one is genius. So there's a few more pot holders here that Susan just made up, but check out the one in the middle. That actually fits over the handle of Susan's cast iron skillets. How awesome is that? So she doesn't burn her hand. I think that's genius. So thank you so much, Susan, for sharing all those with us. Now wait till you see this. Pearl sent in some of her makes, and we get a very handsome man in the mix, let me tell you, who just so happens to be Pearl's husband. So hello there. Now this is a shawl, and I've got a close-up as well, that Pearl made, and the yarn is Joanne's Big Twist, and the color is Twinkle. Now there are 4 colors in there, and they all are Twinkle yarn, but I think from memory Pearl said that the burgundy is the one you can see it the most with. Pearl used a 5mm hook, and the pattern is the Bag O' Day pattern, the Dragonfly shawl. And the for the border, Pearl put in, and I've got a photo of the border, 4 extra rows using the, and you can see it there, I think there's like a little scallop on the edge of all the colors. How beautiful is that Dragonfly pattern? Absolutely gorgeous. Now the next one is an aqua blanket. Let me enlarge it a bit for you. How gorgeous is that? Now this was made for Pearl's daughter, and she absolutely loves the beach. The yarn is just from Pearl's stash, 5.5mm hook, and the pattern is by Fiber Spider. So thank you so very much, Pearl, for sending them in and for letting us share your hubby for the evening. Absolutely love it. Now, our friend Liza, as always, has made an adorable piece of amigurumi, and this is a little dog from the Crochet Now magazine. Oh, and there he is there. How cute is he? Beautiful yarn. Now, our friend Nat, she's been very busy traveling around Australia with her hubby. So I hope you're watching this. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful time and safe travels. Now, on her travels, she did have some yarn with her, as you do, and she did make this beautiful 2-stranded, like held 2 strands together of the Marvel 4 Seasons 8 ply or DK weight yarn, and the tutorial is by Crochet with Tiffany Hansen. Now, I know that Nat said that she wanted to make it all in red, but she ran out. But I think it looks gorgeous, just the way that it is. So thank you so much, Nat, for sending that through. I can't wait to see what else you crochet on your travels. Now, our friend Kim has been very, very busy, and I have to tell you, this is on my crochet to-do list, Kim. So I'm so excited to share this today with everyone. So this is some stacking rings. They are made from a cotton blend from Hobbycraft, Hobby, or Hobbycraft, and the pattern is from a book called Crochet Toys by Emma Osmond. And here is an aerial view of it. Absolutely love it. The colors are gorgeous, beautiful. And then Kim's granddaughter requested a little yellow owl, because yellow is her favorite color. And the yarn again is the cotton blend from Hobby Crafts. And the pattern was a free pattern on Pinterest, and so was this gorgeous little snail. Now, Kim's granddaughter's name is Abigail, and so is this little snail's name. So they will be going to their forever home with Abigail very, very soon. So thank you so much for sharing those with us, Kim. I'm actually very, very excited to make some stacking rings. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Now, Thea has been extremely busy crocheting, she said, the last 10 days. She said that she has been using all her scraps that she usually puts into a blanket, and she's down to for those of us that use liters, a 4-liter container, which is about this big, guys, like an ice cream container of yarn, scrap yarn left in there. So well done, Thea, for managing to get to make so many projects. And we all love making a scrap blanket, but isn't it nice to make something different? So let me get on to showing you what Thea has been making. So over here you'll see, now these are called, what are they? Lounge chair arm covers with pockets. So you basically drape them over your armchair, and you keep things like your remote and other bits and pieces in there. And the whole time that Thea was crocheting there, she was getting Christmas and Beetlejuice vibes. Now they were requested by her sister-in-law and some other friends to make. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this, guys. So this was another request. I remember Thea telling us when we did our project for the glasses cases, and this is one of the heads that she created. Now this one is on its way to its forever home via post to here to New South Wales. Absolutely gorgeous, and he's got brown hair, so maybe the chap that's receiving it has brown hair as well. Now look at this, guys. Now this is a scarf, and one of the sides has got mini granny squares. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't stop there, guys. Thea also made this beautiful rainbow bag, and she said she just made the pattern like, you know, as she crocheted along. Love, love, love the colors and the pattern. And wait till you see this. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan, so I absolutely love this. I wonder how many of you love Scooby-Doo as well. And Thea says she's so very proud of this scarf, and she absolutely loves it, and so do I. And it's an inspiration from a photo she saw on Pinterest. Now this is awesome. So Thea went to her local op shop and she picked up some chunky yarn for $3.50, and she made this 75 centimeter round floor rug. Now 75 centimeters would equate to, I'm guessing, around 34 inches, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I'm guessing right now. And it only took her 3 hours to make because the yarn is so chunky. She used a 6, where is it? I haven't got the yarn size here, but she did do the double crochet stitch. So I'm assuming she used a rather large hook for that one. And then she's got here some more of the, you know, the armchair cover thingy that you put your things in, and it looks like a cardigan. And she's also got a corner-to-corner scarf. Absolutely gorgeous, and she used the remainder of the yarn that she used in the other scarf. So how cool is that? And that one was made using a 6.5 millimeter hook. So thank you so much, Thea, for sharing all your gorgeous makes. And I'm so happy that you've nearly finished all your scraps. That is so awesome. Now you're going to have to go into some of your new balls that you've been buying, some of your personal happy mail. I absolutely love it. Now, our friend Fran, who lives up north, absolutely love Fran. We met in real life. He was such a joy and a delight. So we keep in touch, obviously, like we all do. But, you know, she's here and it's just so super cool that she sent me some photos of her great-grandniece's makes. Now, let me tell you, this scarf is made by her great-grandniece, Abby, who just happens to be 9 years old. She's just a tiny little thing and she's learning to crochet. Now, the others saved a little bit in a different spot, so let me find them. Here they are here, and this one, let me enlarge it. Now this one here is a granny square, and this one is by Annabelle, so well done, Annabelle, and of course Abby. And this one here, so there's a granny square and some scrunchies made by Amelia. I'm not sure what their ages are, but well done to all your 3 nieces, Fran, and I'm guessing you're the one that's been teaching them, so congratulations to you as well. But Fran has also made some of her own makes. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I'm going to bring this up close so you can see the pattern here, the design. So this beautiful shawl is called the Alpine Shawl by Cascade Yarns, and it is a free pattern. And here's another photo of it. Oh my goodness. Let me just zoom in right up close so you can see how lacy it is. Absolutely gorgeous. And Fran also made a beautiful top. Here it is here. She said that she got to wear it to lunch with her girlfriends the other day. Now she did, what was the word? She did change it up a little bit. So she extended the arms. So she personalized the this top, and it was a free pattern. She did tell us that much. Beautiful colors too, Fran. So thank you so very, very much for sharing all those gorgeous makes, Fran, and everybody else, because that brings us to the end of our showcase tonight. You all have done such an amazing job, and once again I want to thank you all for taking the time to send in your makes so that we can all ooh and ah over them and give us that inspiration that we need. I know that I certainly, you know, as soon as I saw Kim's stacking rings, I thought, okay, that's got to be next on the list. I'm in this phase of mine at the moment. So that was super awesome. So thank you so very much, each and every one of you. I can't wait to see what you have for us next week. Now, a few of you have sent in your project number 8 for our cow, but I am keeping them to the side until we do our next, project reveal. So let's tick that off because everyone's been very, very busy, and so have I. I've got a few finished objects to share with you. The first being, and let me just pop this down. Now, some of you may remember I was working on some Easter blankets, I'm calling them. So basically I had bought some fleece throws for $4.50 at our local Big W, and then I crocheted some borders on them using some of my beautiful variegated yarn. Now for all of them I have been using my Spot Saver prints. This is one of them. This actually crocheted up beautifully. I'll show it to you in a moment. And all it is 100% acrylic yarn, and it is 10 ply, which I think is a worsted weight, and this awesome hook gifted to me by Thea. That pointy edge there enabled me to dig under the stitches that were already sewn around the blanket, which made it a super fast project, guys. Absolutely love making it. So let me just show them to you now. There's a nice stack of them. Here they are over here. And there's all the colors that I used. Absolutely love them. I'll bring up one close so you can see how simple they are. So this is one of the colors. And basically all I did was do a row of single crochet. As you can see there, the stitches were already there, which made it perfect. And then all I did was a 5 double crochet shell. So all in US terminology. So 5 double crochet shell, skip one, single crochet, skip one, and then the shell again. And the colors are gorgeous. I know for sure that this one, I hope she's not watching tonight. Should I tell you who they're going to? Okay, I know for sure this one is going to my daughter. I won't spoil all the rest. And I know that my stepson loves purple, great taste, and he'll be getting this one. and then the other 3 will just have to be a surprise. So let's leave it at that for now because I don't want to give it away. Orthodox Easter is next weekend, so I'm so happy that I finished those. So I can tick those off the list, definitely, and I was so happy to get those done. Now, the other thing that I'm working on, and it is, I have finished objects for it, but it will be continuing for a while. Some of you may remember that I was asked to do the towel toppers and towels, like kitchen towels, for the Mother's Day stall on consignment, and that's coming up in 2 weeks. So I've started to make some. So let me show you how I've been putting them together. Now, I've been using my Ogo scraps for these, and I have one here, pardon the noise, that I've started. So just my Ogo scraps, which I keep in this bag here. Whoops, made out of Ogo yarn as well. You've seen it many, many times, you know, make an appearance. So basically the pattern that I use, sorry, I'm jumping from one thing to another. So the pattern that I've been using is by Days Crochet. Very, very simple. She does, I think it's called the link half double crochet, US terminology. I don't. I have experimented doing it in the back loop only and just normally, and it just works out just fine, just normal. So that's basically what it is. You create the little loop where the you can put a button as well if you want, but you actually get to crochet in a bead, and I'll show you those beads in a moment. 14 rows up, add the bead, then you add your ring. So I've got the wooden rings and the wooden beads, which I think go so well together. These wooden rings are 70 millimeters or 7 centimeters. And I just bought them off Temu. I'm sure you can purchase them other places as well, but they're perfect and they match up perfectly with these beads. And I have been using the bigger bead from that pack. So there they are there. What a perfect combination. You couldn't have asked for better. And for all of them, I've also been using my favorite 6 millimeter Clover & More chocolate hook. And this is how I'm presenting them. Now, originally I was putting them, which way? Oh, that's right. I was putting them face up, but they go face down, the rings. So then I started packaging them like that. So I might change them around. I've just been doing this color for now, and I've put just, you know, the little tea towels, and then I've just used some twine to put them on. So there's a sunflower one as well, and then this one here. This one is like a barbecue one. Sunflower. This one's got different herbs and spices, and this is just a couple at the cafe. So I do have, I think, 20 rings, and if I make those, that'll be great. I might put an order into Temu because I actually love making these, and I've got a whole stack of towels. I've got Christmas ones, Halloween ones, Easter ones, so many towels to add the towel toppers to. So I will have to make an order through Temu. And maybe there'll be some other things in there that I can share with you as well. So that's another thing that I'm actively working on, and I need to get them done probably within the next week because they will need to set them up for Mother's Day. Now, the other thing that I've been working on, and a lot of you know about it because you've already watched the video on our mummy turtle and the baby turtles, which is the turtle memory game. How cute are these, right? Absolutely love them. In here are all her other babies. And this one is a whip. It's not an FO because I still need to pop on a face. Now, all of you that, you know, left a comment on that video, thank you so much. Still have the opportunity to watch it if you haven't. I'd love to hear your thoughts, but the majority of you did say that the mummy turtle does need a face, and I think I agree with you. And the other thing, I was so happy to get so many suggestions to replace the button because I was a little bit concerned about putting a button on there because it is for little people. Velcro came up, ribbon, like using a ribbon, and crocheting a button. So I think that in future, more than likely, I'll be crocheting a button and adding that crocheted button on. So that's that. They are so adorable. I am just so in love with these little tiny turtles and their colourful bellies. Anyway, so that's that. I'm calling that an FO though. No, a whip, because I still have to finish the face. So that's that one. And I think that's pretty much it for me for this week, what I've been crocheting. Now, I just want to remind you about our cow before we get on to some happy mail. So our cow, we drew project number 8 last Saturday, and it is soap sacks or small gift bags. I'm referring to this little card there so that you always know what I'm talking about and what's our current make. The next one, so project number 9, we will be getting to that on the 4th of May. So send your photos to me of all your finished projects for number 8. I cannot wait to showcase them on the next video. So that's that one there. Now, I was very lucky to receive some happy mail this week. So I want to thank our friend Liza. You really didn't have to, but I really do appreciate it. I got a little notification to go to my post office box, and sitting there was some gorgeous marshmallow yarn that I have never ever seen before. Now, it is by Signet, and it is actually so soft. Now, this yarn, I'll give you some stats on it while you have a look. Now, this is actually the same colorway, believe it or not. So let me just hold that up for you while you look at it. So this is Signet yarn, as we said. It's the Marshmallow DK, which is an 8-ply yarn. And he recommends that you use a 4mm hook. There's so much yarn in these cakes. 150 grams or 5.3 ounces, which equates to 540 meters or 590 yards. And it is 100% acrylic. Now, there are 2. And the colorway here for these 2 is Red Hot Rio. So these are all the colors that you'll find in Red Hot Rio. And wait till you see this one, guys. They must have been known it's coming to me. Look at these colors here. And this one is called Graffiti Sweetie. And you know who's a sweetie? Liza. So thank you so much, Liza, for sending these to me. I cannot wait to make something with them. In actual fact, there is a project that I have in mind. So if that one comes into fruition, I will definitely be sharing that with you guys. So once again, thank you, Liza. I really do appreciate that. And the other thing that I need to talk to you about, guys, is just a little bit of life. So if you want to hang around for that, I do have 2 photos to show you updates of the granny flat. So basically, you know, I've been on school holidays, have spent a lot of time working on the granny flat, which has been awesome. Pardon me looking down while I'm talking to you. Last week I did mention that the kitchen was going to be delivered. So we have the shell in. We don't have the appliances in as yet, nor do we have the bench top. That is coming on Thursday. But I thought I'd just show you a quick little photo so you can actually have a visual of what that empty wall has sitting there now. So that's actually the breakfast bar. There's a curved edge, and in there will be all the appliances, overhanging cabinets, or cupboards, and in there will be the fridge. So still a few things to do, a while to go before we're finished, but it certainly has come a long way since, you know, I last spoke to you last week, and it's starting to look more and more like a little home, which is great. And Steve and I have spent last weekend one day, and then today, most of today, you know, that you can't really see much with this photo, but I'll show it to you. So basically we're building a deck. So here is the front door to the granny flat, and over here is the space outside. Whoops. So what we want to do is build a deck. So this is the base of the deck, so not the boards that go on top. And let me tell you, they take a very long time. There's a lot of measuring, there's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of gluing, and there's a lot of drilling in bolts. But let me tell you, it has been a lot of fun, and I have learned so much along the way. So I need to thank Steve for being a great teacher. So that's pretty much it for life, guys. We've had a lovely week here weather-wise, a couple of cold mornings and evenings, which I love, but the sunshine has been out. We did have a little bit of a cold snap and rain, I think, last week, but that's done. I go back to work on Monday, so I really need to get my act together. I feel that I've had a very nice break, though. I've had time to reset, but I've also managed to get quite a few things done. It is, as I said, Orthodox Easter coming up next week, so I'll be doing some baking of what we call kulurakia, so I'll share them with you next week. And also we'll be making some of the Easter eggs, you know, the ones that you crack, so I will be showing you those as well. But other than that, that's it, guys. Nothing else to report. I hope you're all keeping well and you've all been enjoying your week. I hope you got a lot of crochet in. I know a lot of you have because you shared with us. Anybody else that would like to share, as always, please do so. This is a community here. That's what we do. We talk about yarn, crochet, and life, and I absolutely love it. And until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.